It's Saturday night. It's the After 8 Mint Show with the Earworms and me doing some turning in the background. Champion man. Good evening, everybody, and I hope you're all well on this very, very breezy and wet Saturday night here in sunny Dumfries. Middle of winter Dumfries, more like. Right, who have we got? Where are we? Button, that one. There we are.
Hey!
So we've got Jamie, we've got Shiggy Weston, and we've got Dale, 3 studios. No doubt we will have Jake coming across once he's finished his live Patreon, and on with the show. What we're doing tonight. So on the lathe tonight, I've got a nice piece of yew, a nice crotch piece of yew, which is it'll end up around about 9.5, 10 inches diameter by about 2 inches deep. So I'll grab my trusty bull gouge and start doing some turning, and the guys can let me know what's going on. I'll just bring up the YouTube chat so I can see what's happening. There we go.
Before I did that, wouldn't I? Stupid boy, there we go.
Shall we also hiding out there while Shug mutters in the distance is Andy Flanelli, Derek Golden, David Nichol, Douglas Mungham, James Crawford, Jennifer's Craft and Creation, Keith Jarvis, Katie Shed, Lawrence Magida, some fat bloke from Scotland, Martin Brees, Zach Cumming, Paul Hewton agrees with Turner, Joey the Joey, Susie Swiss Woodturner, the Wood Jedi himself, Wood Wizardry by Colin, and Woodworm by Paul. Welcome, everyone.
Yes. There's a question out there for you, Dale, from Douglas Mungham. He wants to know what speed should scroll saw be at cut at 32mm pine, please.
32mm pine. What blade are you using?
That's what I said to Wayne. I don't think it really matters what speed you go as long as he uses a skip tooth blade. Because you want to clear the sword off.
So I have an observation that Shug will get. Every time Wayne says on the lathe tonight, I think of the movie The Fabulous Baker Boys.
All right.
Now we have a problem now because I haven't seen it.
Oh, goodness, no good.
I've missed that one, I'm afraid.
I'll have to educate you guys later.
Ashley's
He
in.
said he's using a standard blade, Dale.
What's a standard blade?
Normal straight blade, I presume.
Comes from Triumph.
Totally depends on how fast you're feeding the machine and what the gauge you decide the speed's at, because unless there's something that articulates exactly how many oscillations per second there are, it'd be really tough to tell you how fast you should run it. My advice is with a straight blade, it should always be half speed. If it's a spiral, run that machine as fast as you can.
Yeah.
Mark's in as well. How you doing, Mark? And the Ditch Finder General's in as well. Martin Brees. Evening, Martin.
Ashley's butler's in.
Mm-hmm.
But is Martin Ashley's butler then?
Could be.
Could be.
The Ditch Finder General himself. Is Homey Depot in as well? I ain't seen yet. Oh, that's good.
Yeah. Joey's in.
Sure, I ain't seen any shouting or heard any shouting, so I didn't know whether he was in or not. Terry's in. Evening, Terry.
How you doing?
Mark at Wood Revolution's in.
So the Fabulous Baker Brothers, was that Jeff Bridges?
Yeah, Jeff Bridges and his brother.
And his brother, yeah, I thought it was, yeah.
And I think, was it Michelle Pfeiffer lying on the piano?
Michelle Marble. Sorry. Don't mind me.
Michelle Pfeiffer.
I'll
give
on
it
the list
to
tonight.
me.
We'll be mostly having Michelle Pfeiffer.
Oh, suits you, sir. Oh,
Oh, oh.
oh. Up against the piano. Oh.
Steady on, boy.
Steve
going now.
Fleming's in, ain't it, Steve? And Roy's the boy. Evening, Roy.
Interrogated on the chair, moving the legs.
Phil Gulliver's in.
Oh, that was Sharon Stone, wasn't it?
This is a local chair for local people. You heard the man, Pfeiffer. Take off all your clothes.
But none of that here. This is a local, this is a local video, live for local people.
Bit of Blockbuster.
Oh, I'll have a pee,
What,
please,
a
Bob.
redundant video rental store.
Yeah, the good old days.
I think there's still one left in the States somewhere.
Took the one out of air. The belt, I don't know whether the belt in place, but we used to do one in the corner on air. Ages. Next to the cinema, the cheeky so-and-sos.
They probably used to come out of the cinema and go, oh, that was so good. We'll rent that in 2 years' time when it's on video. Bailey's in. Evening, Bailey. Ashley's
Lebowski.
butler. Yeah, Ashley's butler says
Dude,
Lebowski.
the dude himself, yep. Ashley abides. Can I just say Scottish shortbread is awesome? Just for the record.
Yes, you can say that.
You can, Dale, but I had a Scotch Pfizer tea again tonight.
Cultural appropriation. Cultural appropriation. Damn you, sir.
Yeah. But it was very nice. Very, very nice.
Good.
I loved it.
Good.
That can't
Question from Ashley. She's asking you how you are.
How am I? I'm old and decrepit.
Oh, that sounds like a plan.
I'm currently trying to fix my phone line remotely, and every time I answer it, all I get is. I think it's broken.
I think it's
Woodturning by Barry's in. Says hello to everybody.
How you doing?
Except me, Jamie, and Sugarati. Actually, I've thought about Ashley's question. I think it's very personal when she asks, "How are you?"
Paul Hoyton, the Greasby Turner, says, thumbs. Did it?
Oh, I can see Ali Liliani's out there. Hello, mate. Roy's the boy says, question, what gouge is that, Wayne?
This is a Robert
Old
Sorby 3/8 Excelsior bowl gouge, which is, I think it's titanium and cobalt coated. That's it.
It's a gold one, isn't it? It's a gold one.
It's a gold one, yeah.
Like it's a red
Douglas
one.
Mungham says, Welsh cakes are supposed to be okay, except for the Welsh.
Oh, don't be sitting on the fence there, Jamie. Susie says, this wood looks amazing, Wayne.
Thank you, Susie.
You ain't seen nothing yet. He's going to shape it. for our
Right.
delegation.
If anybody fancies a bit of a laugh tonight,
As always.
and Andy Heal.
Does it come with jam?
Nope. Andy Heal started calling himself Clockwork Andy. He's started a new channel on YouTube where he does little. He does Clockwork Andy, which is basically him miming to different types of music, which have been speeded up.
With comedy antics thrown in for good measure.
Like a chipmunk.
Oh yes, yeah, like a chipmunk, and Andy playing the drums and shaking his head about all over the place, and it's quite good for a laugh. So he's going to do a premiere tonight. I think I'm not sure of the time, either 9:30 or 10:00.
9:30 after you. Go check it out. It's an absolute scream. You'll find yourself watching a good few dozen before you realise that you've watched a good few dozen. And that'll be that. You'll watch them all when they come out. And he started Clockwork Andy. Oh,
2 years ago, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, 3 years ago, I think it was.
3 years ago was the first Clockwork Andy.
2019, just before Maker Central, wasn't it? 2019. So
Yeah,
Hilarious.
it was.
It's hilarious. Go check it out.
Harry Mullick
Yeah,
is
me
in,
and
Harry?
Andy used to spend a fair amount of time on Instagram doing music things. When he used to do a couple of lives on Instagram back then, and it was all good for a laugh. And that's the reason he's doing.
It's funny, but before I knew Andy, like personally, and like speak to Andy properly, I think I messaged him one day and was like, "Look, you scare me, mate." I think that's how one of the first conversations I had with him.
And then you met him.
And then I got him, and then they confirmed it.
I think one of the first conversations I had with Andy was he just stepped out of a flaming car.
Really?
One of the funniest things that happened, certainly with since I've known Andy, was I'm sure it was at Makers 2019, and there's me, Andy, and Dave the Wood Barber standing in the queue to go into Makers, and Andy has got a Viking axe, a wooden Viking axe that he'd made, standing in the queue in Makers, and this copper came along, and Andy's thinking, "Oh shit." Here I am standing with this axe, and a policeman happens to come by, and he stopped and had a chat, and it was all good.
I remember when we was Maker Central, and we was all going through the doors, and obviously they're searching people for weapons and such, and we're in there. We've got knives, we've got swords, we've got axes. And they're sort of like, "Well, what are you going with that?" We said, "Well, we're doing demos at Maker Central." We're like, "Oh, all right." Anyone could have gone through.
Lawrence Pagita's in the chat. So is Hallie Mullica.
How you doing?
Evening, Lawrence. I'd already
Barry
said hello
Chitty
to
snuck
Harry.
in. So did Keith Jarvis.
Good evening.
fellas.
Thanks for coming along.
Heather from
Very much
Spirit Wind,
appreciated.
Woodstone and Bone is in.
Hello.
Woodstone and Bone.
That was 120, and I'll finish off the sanding with 240. And guess what I'm going to do now?
Are you gonna? Oh no, you're not.
Wrong brush, Wayne. Wrong brush.
Oh, sorry. Where's Brushy? Brushy's buggered off again.
Check various orifices.
I wouldn't be surprised if Drilly threw him behind that other piece of wood.
Like he did with
the other drill.
Like
Yeah.
you did with the other drill. Aye.
Oh, fake Drilly.
Right, give us a second. I'll see if I can find Brushy.
The Drilly imposter. Hi, I'm Drilly. Hi, I'm Drilly too. No, you're not.
Oh, no, you're not.
Sling
Yeah.
your hook.
Right. Drilly's gone on the holiday. Sorry, Brushy's gone on the holiday.
There you go.
Are you going to use some sanding sealer on that, Wayne?
I'm going to use some sanding sealer on this, Shug.
Oh, what's that for?
Wayne?
I'll ask before Ashley's butler does.
Pay attention, Ashley.
Sanding sealer. What sanding sealer does is actually raise the grain on the wood so you can re-sand it and get a nice finish on the piece to put a finish onto. Now, Lewis, earlier on in Saturday Morning Cartoons, said that he'd never used sand and sealer for 20 years until he started getting influenced by Europeans.
Pesky
sand and
Europeans. Pesky Europeans.
Yeah, but sand and sealer has been used in the States for probably just as long as it's been used, and Canada, I should say, because Lewis is from Canada. It's been used in the States and Canada for just as long as it's been used over here. I think the difference is there's a lot of time over here, or some of the time over here, we buy or use bought in stuff, the likes of the chestnut stuff. There are other ones about. But there's a fair amount of people in the States actually make their own out of shellac flakes and denatured alcohol.
Yeah, Ashley just said, would shellac have the same effect?
Yep, shellac, and you can mix it with denatured alcohol, and that makes a sand and sealer.
But Ashley also got you confused, mate. She said, "Oh God, no, Ashley, it's old Jedi."
You can also use egg whites. You can also use egg whites. They'll do the same trick.
You can use basically anything,
yeah,
as long as it seals the wood.
Evening, Seb.
Bogies. Can you use bogies? Bogies. Can you use bogies?
Probably. It's not the best idea though.
Oh, I like it. Fred's asking. Fred Gilliver's asking, "What's the wood, please?"
It's yew. It's a piece of Scottish yew.
And Baggett Corner, who's a Canadian, has come in and said, "Canada, hey up." No, Baggett, no. This is not all about you, you know.
A question, Wayne. This is from me.
You.
I'm not sure if you know the answer to this. Why is it that yew is primarily found in graveyards?
It was to keep animals away from digging up graves.
Okay, is that because of its poisonous nature?
Because of the poisonous nature of the berries and I think the needles, the needle-like leaves, and things like this.
Okay.
Spirit Wind, Wood, Stone and Bone says, "I've made my own with shellac flakes and moonshine."
There you go.
The reason yew trees are in graveyards is because they can only see dead people. They can only be turned by dead people.
Yeah.
Or very old people.
That's close. That's close enough.
Shug's gone. Someone fight Shug.
I'm not quite dead yet. Not quite.
Keith Jarvis says, "Not sure if it's allowed, but is anyone close to Southampton interested in some fresh cut cherry? Oh, hello. Sorry, do you want to qualify that? I had been offered a tree from a lady whose late dad was a turner. So anyone who wants to do that, reach out to Keith. Ashley says, I think I understand
Rich the
Sandy
Beard is
Sealer.
down that way.
He is.
Rich
Beard
the
of a
Beard
beard.
16 is down that way. He might take you up on that offer if you want to message him.
Ashley, are you sure that you think that you understand sanding sealer now, or should we go over it again?
I can send you a little video clip of him saying it if you like, Ashley.
The thing to remember when you are using sand and sealer is that once you put it on, if you're not using Yorkshire grit, which I am, if you're not using Yorkshire grit, it needs to be knocked back with quite a fine abrasive or one of the web brax pads.
Hold on. Baggett Corner has a view. He says, can he use spam grease?
Spam. Silly boy.
There you go, Jamie. That's one for later on.
Spam.
Can you use spam grease?
No, spam and cheese in your sausage roll maker.
Oh,
lovely spam.
Spam and ham.
Oh yeah, last night I experimented, Huey, and I put I used bread instead of pastry, and I put banana and peanut butter in it.
So you basically made a Breville.
Yeah. I basically made Elvis's Death Note on my what do you call it?
Oh, okay.
Marketwood Revolution. Marketwood Revolution says, after you, sir.
No, go on.
Marketwood Revolution says, been making a birdhouse today out of sycamore log. Never seen Wayne make a birdhouse, but I'm sure he has. Be good to see what he would come up with.
Ashley says, what grit should I knock it back with, Wayne?
600.
Tequila.
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 What grit should I start with? What, knocking it back? 600
right. When it comes to sanding, like I've done on this, I started with 80 on this. I went to 120, then I went to 240. Now, seeing as how I'm using Yorkshire grit, there's no need to go any higher than 240. If you want to get a really fine finish, you're probably going to want to go up to maybe 600, 800 before you put the sand and sealer on, and then knock it back with either 600 or 800. But Yorkshire grit will take it from a 240 grit up to around about 1,000 grit.
Mike Staniff is asking a question, Wayne. Came in a little bit late. Can you tell me how you have that bowl mounted?
I will show you. Once I finish the bottom, was that Mike? Did you say?
Yeah, Mike Stanifer. Yeah.
Yeah. Once I finish the bottom, Mike, when I flip it round, I'll show you how it's held.
And Lawrence is just showing off. Stop it, Lawrence. Today I was a little bit lucky. A friend of mine gave me several olive tree logs.
Nice.
Stop it. Oh, suit you, sir. Baz is in. Evening, Baz. You big old Bernie.
He should. Glenn should do a not so much a special US edition of Yorkshire Grit. Call it Grand Canyon Grit, or Yosemite Grit special edition.
There you go. Dara Coolon's put the answer in for you there, Ashley.
Strange you should mention Yosemite. I always used to, when I was a kid, I always used to pronounce that Yosemite.
Yeah.
The thing is, Wayne, is that if you had ginger hair, I can see a resemblance to Yosemite Sam. It's more than passing. Do you know what I mean? Folks, if you're fresh to the channel, remember, please hit that subscribe button. And if you haven't already, give that notification bell a bit of a clang. Wayne is got 60 people watching, 61 people watching, and only 24 thumbs up. If you like what Wayne's doing and you'd like us earworms to be quiet, hit that thumbs up. If you really like what Wayne's doing, you want to say thank you for all the hard work and effort he has to put into these lives, you could go to the top of the chat and click on Buy Me a Coffee, which is really buying Wayne a wine, but it could be buying him a coffee, but it probably is a wine, but it could be a coffee. It depends where he's going. But either way, please go to the top of the chat, buy the man a coffee if you want to say thank you.
Right. Now, the reason I'm using the brush here, I mean, there's some crevices in this in various places. I'm just brushing out the remnants of the
Winnings.
Yorkshire grit and the remnants of the wax as
Winnings.
well. And the
Winnings.
reason I'm doing that is with some finishes that you can get, if you don't get it all polished, if you've got remnants of the wax in there, it'll actually turn white and not leave a very good look on the piece you're doing. And for Mike, I think it was, all I've done on the top of the bowl is drill a 70mm hole. I've got a 70mm, what do you call them? Forstner bit. So drill a 70mm hole, which is around about 2 3/4 inch, and that fits directly onto me jaws of the chuck.
Oh, looks like Jake's skills are in. We got Carney.
How you doing?
And
AJ
Jake.
Woodworks.
And let it be known, I've also got a Yosemite Sam tattoo on my back.
AJ Woodworks has given you a £5 super check. No, it's £5
Thank
sticker
you.
with Bravo, a little clapping creature.
Good evening, Michael McEwen as well.
Roy's the
Lee
boy
and
says,
Tim.
me and Barry's Wood Creations did a wood exchange today. I gave him some eucalyptus and he gave me the clap. No, sorry, he says I got some chestnut and apple. Sorry, Roy.
Joey!
Graham Taylor's
Security's
in. Seth says, question, since we're discussing it, if anyone was planning on using an oil finish, e.g. Danish oil, walnut oil, lemon oil, etc., continued in the next post, he says, would it be better to forgo the sanding sealer and Yorkshire grit to allow for better penetration of the oil? I've done it both ways, steady on, Seth, but I only asked because Carl Jacobson says he said that there was one reason he doesn't use it.
Okay, using an oil finish, you can go either way with oil finish. You can put the sand and sealer on first, but like you said, sometimes the oil won't penetrate the wood as far. With Danish oil, especially with Danish oil, what I would do if you're using Danish oil is put around about 7 or 8 coats on. Put a couple of coats on, let it dry properly, let it cure properly so all the solvents evaporate. Knock it back a little bit with some fine abrasive, then apply again. And keep on doing that until you get a build-up of about 7 or 8 coats, and you'll get a bit of a sheen with Danish oil. The thing with Danish oil is it has got drying agents actually in the oil. It's one of the oils that has drying agents in, so you can do a build-up with Danish oil.
Good info. Evening, Jake. How you doing, buddy?
Ooh, I'm tired.
Have you been making resin and resin accessories?
God dang resin and resin accessories and some spills too.
Hey, straight in, good one.
We did some spilling too.
I missed the spilling. I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, I wish I would have missed it.
Hold the phone. What were you spilling?
Doug Miller's in. How you doing, Doug? And
Spilled the
Wayne
blue.
Hillman.
As long as it wasn't Jammy McJam.
Damn.
Damn. I hope you didn't spill it on the ground.
No.
Pamela's in as well. Evening, Pamela.
Good, Pam.
How you doing?
Joey, it's you. It's you, Wood. Stop shouting. He can hear you. We'll tell him.
Joey's asking, well, which species it is? Well, Joey, this is a species that can only see dead people.
That's why it lives in the graveyard. Ashley says, I've got to go and take a nap. Too much partying last night, and then I had to wake up at a decent time. I heard about
Too
sanding
much.
sealer, so I can die happy.
Too much tequila.
Tequila! Oh, thank you, AJK. They said, I love you.
If you watch young.
Mike
Joey
Stanifer
said,
asks,
hashtag who cares, Ashley?
Who cares, Ashley?
Mike Stanifer has asked, do you need to wear a mask when cutting you? I've heard it is fairly toxic.
You should do, yes.
It's for dead people. You should really only have anything to do with you if you're a dead person or have lungs coated in tar.
Alan Gibbs said, hi guys from Scotland. As usual, great crack. Nice.
Splendid, sir. Alan Gibson, Scotland, you say? Oh.
Whereabouts in Scotland, Alan?
Where are you, Alan?
Oh, Ashley, that's fighting talk where I come from. But I've moved now, so you're okay. Shut up, Josie.
Somebody said that to me the other day.
What? You're in Scotland?
Said it was his. No, he said, what are you looking at? Said, what are you looking at, fatty? I said, who are you calling fatty? He says, I'm calling you fatty. I said, that's fighting talk where I come from. He says, well, come we not fighting? He says, oh, I've moved now, like.
Catch you later, Ashley.
Bye, Ashley. Bye.
Roy's the boy said, I had a lot of tequila in Mexico in December, and I thought I was young again.
Like Manager, he says. When Alan says, click Manager.
All right.
Wayne, can I put a link to Andy's premiere at 9:30 in the chat?
Yeah, of course you can.
Yeah, all right, there you go. It's a link to Andy's premiere 9:30 in the chat called Clockwork Andy. He's doing his little chipmunk version of Thunderstruck, the classic AC/DC.
Jen says, I had a lot of tequila in Mexico a couple of times. Never again. Hashtag never again. I said tequila. Look at that. He's going to take them steps up in a minute and I'm getting quite attached to him. Looks like a homage to a Peruvian pyramid. Roy's the boy. You lightweight, he says, Jen. Oh dear. Cindy's in. Evening, Cindy.
How you doing, Cindy?
Cindy Keo. What are you doing?
Oh, Dara says blue agave tequila is the best. Don't know. I've never had any. I can't quantify that. If somebody'd like to send me some, I'll try it.
Did Ashley say she was going for a nap?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Jamie, tell her to shut the fuck up on that bloody Instagram chat thing.
Don't sit on the fence with that then, Wayne. Just throw it out there.
Yeah.
All I'm getting is bloody ding, ding, ding in me lug with her putting messages in.
He said, "Okie dokie, bye."
See ya.
Well, he went there, Bobby. Damn it, Peggy.
Bonnie.
Hello, Bonnie.
And Bonnie says, I'd really like to get a bottle of George Strait's Cadigo tequila. Well, that sounds it sounds rather nice, actually. Let's try that as well. Send that one.
Sounds like a
Right,
death sentence.
Joey says, Mr. Mint went straight savage. Straight savage. He went all native on her. I did notice the one that Leah's just put in as well. Thank goodness tequila doesn't give me a hangover. That's not always a good thing. Sometimes you have to have the hangover so that you say, well, I won't do that tonight. Otherwise, you end up doing it on a school night as well.
So you can lie to yourself and say,
Yeah.
I'll never do that again.
Yeah, I'm never going to drink never again. Until next time. When you're sitting there holding your head and feeling sorry for yourself. Nice. Cindy says tequila gives me blackouts. Who her?
Now, the reason I've changed over from the gouge is because this part here is quite soft and punky, and I'm not getting a decent cut with the gouge. think that'll do though. Right.
Douglas, special brewing Thunderbird. We always used to be K-cider in Thunderbird. Stunning. But got to be the red one though, not the blue one.
That's the light blue. Ooh.
Nah, Colin, you don't see it anywhere now. I'd love to get hold of some of that again.
What's that?
Thunderbird Red. Citrus wine. Oh, it's lovely.
You don't like the blue, Shug?
Nah, not as much, which is a shame because you know me and Blue get on really well. But
Yeah.
Stephen, the wood dude's in. Evening, mate. Cindy says she bought the mesh sanding discs and is hoping that they last longer. Does anyone else use the mesh?
Yeah, I just use mesh on the 80 grit there, although it is a cheaper version of the what's it called? The Merca one.
American.
I'm forgetting what it's called now.
Abernet.
Abernet, that's the one.
Your mum.
Well done, Jen. Jen got it as well. Abernet. Yeah, Douglas, you're right. You could use diamond white, but it's not the same as K would be okay, but you can still get it, but you have to get it in cans now. You used to get it in the bottles, didn't you? And yes, Colin, it's sorry, Colin got it right. It's you, not me. You.
Oh, you.
What are you like?
That was sand and sealer again. I'll use the Yorkshire grit again.
You ready, Jamie? You ready?
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Go on.
It's time,
Is
isn't
it, or is it me to do it again?
No, I think we might be able to do a harmony this time. Ready?
Go on
Oh,
then.
good.
3, 2, 1. For hands.
Hands out
Don't feel
your
pity.
pity.
Can
Can
be
be
soft
soft
as
as your face.
with
With
bright
light
brown
brown
Yorkshire
Yorkshire gritty.
Yeah.
Well, that went well.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Or we could do it so Joey can understand.
Oh,
With
jelly.
hands that feel gritty, can be soft as your face.
Oh,
With that
that's terrible.
crown, Yorkshire gritty.
That's awful.
Down aisle 5 at Home Depot, SA.
So if you came along to the channel for the singing, you're obviously going to be very disappointed.
Well, there's plenty of it. It just sucks.
Sweet baby Jesus, y'all cannot sing. Thanks, Joey. I'll take that as a compliment.
Joey would normally interlace that with a few choice narratives.
Hey up, Wayne's using
Good
the
thing is,
crevice brush again.
this isn't Patreon, so he can't tell me what he really feels.
Well, if he told you what he really feels, kind of thing, maybe
He'll no doubt tell
maybe-
us later in the chat.
maybe Vicky will get jealous.
Probably.
Hey, I like that. Wayne Hillman says, sounds like the music Jamie uses.
Awesome. Well done, there,
I
man.
see myself
Top
out,
mark.
fella.
Top marks for the boy at the back.
I think Wayne Hillman's just won the internet.
Well done, there, man.
Oh dear, that was class.
Oh God.
Susie Swiss is asking Wayne, what brand or type of wax is that?
It's chestnut microcrystalline wax, Susie.
Oh, well done. Susie.
It's in a plain tin because the label came off.
Well done, Susie. Actual wood turning. Well done.
Don't worry, Norman. I don't think we'll be giving up the day jobs. Not anytime soon, anyway.
Yeah.
When we actually reform as the boy band, though, maybe.
Boy band? Which one of us?
Boy band?
No, anyway. Don't even start. Young Baza is saying, looked an absolute beast, young Lawrence.
There you go.
J.K. Woodworks is suggesting
Fake
the
that.
comment regarding Jamie's music is a little harsh. Unfortunately accurate.
Fake
A little harsh.
So Jane went out shopping the other day.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, she came back with this absolutely beautiful leather jacket, thigh length leather coat, nice fur collar and everything. She says, "What do you think?" I said, "It looks very nice, Pet." I says, "How much was it?" She said, 350 quid. I says, "Jesus." I says, "Your knickers are coming down." She says, "No, they're not." I says, "Was that fucking coat going back?"
You're gonna love it.
One can only hope, boys and girls, that young Jane is not watching this. Otherwise,
No,
Wayne will not be
Jane doesn't watch my lives. She's
Wayne-
not even
Wayne-
been
other-
subscribed.
because if she is, kind of thing, Wayne will not be appearing next Wednesday night due to recovering from a concussion.
Yeah. Rather large bump on the
Right
head.
then. There we go.
That's why I keep sending Jane all these presents so she can throw them at Wayne.
That's lovely, mate. That is.
I say, nice.
I've seen better.
Oh, here we go. I've seen things. I've seen them with
I've seen
my
them
eyes.
with my
I
eyes.
see dreams are green.
I'll just remove him.
Red roses too.
Let's kill him.
Right.
Uh-oh.
Right, what's happening? Andy's coming up at 9:30, doing the premiere. Tomorrow, Jamie's got his usual premiere out at 11. I've got my usual premiere out at 10:30. And if you have started or joining onto Jamie's Patreon, because Jamie's got Patreon now, he is doing a live tomorrow afternoon on Patreon. What is that, 5 o'clock?
Yeah, 5 o'clock tomorrow, yeah.
Yeah, 5 o'clock GMT, which will be...
Can I quickly say, if you join, make sure
Yeah.
you've got a sense of humour.
Oh, it sounds
What?
like that may be essential.
Yeah, it's kind of like a little bit for not for the younger viewer.
Well, if they just watch this, it should be a problem.
Jake's got the best ad, boys. Keep it classy. Keep it classy.
Hey, I've got class. It's just third.
Third class. No. You've got clasp As in clasper.
Classic.
All right. Okay.
One
Yeah.
letter out.
Hang on. Get rid of the dust so I can see you again.
Colin's asking, what's Patreon?
Extra content for people that pay a couple of pounds or dollars or whatever. Like extra personal one-on-one live streams or a group of people that live streams and just extra content.
Hold on here a minute. Who gave Joey the reins? There will be no singing. Joey.
I think you'll find there will be.
I think there may well.
I think he's really wanting it.
Yes,
He's just
Joey.
trying to reverse
You
psychology.
will be singing.
Yeah, that's why Joey's one of the earworms.
Oh, there you go, Joey. You'll be singing.
I've seen a copy of the contract, Joey. Right, guys, that's it. I'm going to I'll show you just final look. Where's the camera? There it is.
Beautiful.
Nice piece of view. Now I'm going to go in the house, grab a glass of wine, get myself settled for Andy coming on at 9:30. Thanks everybody for coming along. Very much appreciated, as usual. And I am going to press the button now. Oh, before I do, sorry, Dale, sorry. My premiere tomorrow night is going to be the usual one with some decent music, apart from Jamie's, who hasn't got decent music. But next Sunday, I'm going to be doing another instructional video on a different painting technique.
Wayne, hold on. Joey says he'll sing in spinach. Oh, sorry, Spanish. Sorry.
Right, I'm pressing the button.